Slacky, I was muted. Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Hashem, YAHAWASHI, Require Quadash, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Shalom to the mighty Akim, Wagwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as a speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but actually, Yasharallah, this is the Kawa Cup coming at you with another lesson. Today's lesson is going to be on this. The MOTB is not the chip, the mark is spiritual. And I want to say, I partially understand where he's coming from, because the thing is, I thought like, how are people going to, because what happened with me, Slocky, what happened to me, to give a bit more context, was I was thinking like, okay, well, if everyone knows to be wary about the mark, how are people going to take the mark and whatnot? And that question was answered, Slocky. That question was answered back in 2020 to 2023, or whatever the year was. Because if you remember, everyone was taking the what, all right? There was so many people that are saying, oh, just trust the sign, trust this, trust that, and whatever. Even though they were saying that it does not help you in any way, shape, or form. They were saying that it reduces your probability X, Y, and Z, blah, blah. Well, how is something that is labeled to be something that's supposed to fight against a specific thing, how is that called such? How is that called? How is a jump shot called the jump shot if it doesn't work as a jump shot? If you're using a jump shot, quote unquote jump shot, to get layups, why don't you, if you're using a jump shot to get points and it's not working, why would you use the jump shot when you can just do a layup? That's what I meant to say, Slakia. Stuck in the word fumbling, but you basically get the point. So instead of being safe and doing the layup, you're instead shooting random threes, and then you're still in danger of being blamed for whatever happens to you as a result of it. That's basically what was happening at that time. So as a result of that, this translated, because I made lessons on this saying that was the rehearsal. Okay, the rehearsal, as in people blindly believed the government and did whatever they want and did what they said without actually thinking like, okay, you know what, maybe this isn't the right thing, or how are they telling me to do this if there's no benefits to doing that? Where are the benefits? You're still, even after taking it, you still were expected to stay at home. You still were expected to wear, you were still expected to do all the things, all right, as if you didn't take it. But there were certain privileges that you were allotted, like, oh, you're allowed to go out, you're allowed to do this. But then guess what? After you did it, and Slocky, watch my word. After you did it, okay, well, you still were able to get sick. You weren't able to live your normal life as if there was nothing wrong. You still had to be cautious and do all this stuff. And also, oh my God, you my freaking mess. Anyway, I staying on topic. And as a result of that translates into the MOTB, where with the MOTB, how that works is people are going to need a new monetary system. Okay, so when they say, okay, well, we don't accept cash anymore, so you need to pay another way, but there's no cash, there's no card, they don't take cash or card, so instead what you need to use this digital crap. And that's what they've been working on for the longest time, actually, where they want to implement this digital system. They've been wanting to implement this digital system for the longest time. So as a result of that, like, this is like, oh, well, this is a new system in place. If you don't have your biometric data or whatever put in the system, then we're not going to allow you to buy, sell, or do, or interact, or participate in society. They're going to be like, okay, well, this is a privilege. You don't want to cooperate. Then, and that's basically what they were doing. That was basically what they were doing with with the jump shot. With the jump shot, people were saying, or stores were saying that you're not allowed to come inside here because you're not allowed to come here because you don't have the thing, or where's your stuff, or don't come in here if you don't have a mask, if you don't, or don't come in here if you're allowed, if you have this. And it was literally the exact same thing. So as a result of that, people were getting pressured to enforce this thing. It wasn't a mandatory law, but they were saying, incentivizing, saying, oh, if you don't take this, you can't be this, you can't be that. And it's literally the exact same thing where even though people will know, and I'm pretty sure while most of us Israelites do know, this the exact same way the exact same way that many Christians knew. I won't say many Christians, because I don't know the actual proportion, but the same way that Christians knew, like, I'm not taking that stuff, it was the exact same way that they, it was the exact same way that it's going to be the exact same way that they pressure people to take the MLTB, where it's like, oh, well, you're not gonna work here. And as a matter of fact, there was this one country, I forgot which country it was, either Netherlands or Europe as in general, or Britain. I think they said if you do not have a digital biometric data, whatever, you're not allowed to travel here. You're not allowed to work here. I think they actually said that. And let me see if I can. Well, no, I don't remember, because I need to remember the wording. Anyway, continuing on. John 8 verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh the lie, speaking of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And this is basically where you see these people that are taking up for Esau Edom. You have Jake for some reason. Obviously, that's not it. There is a reason, and I'm going to get into that. But Jake, for a reason, all right, is just so fixated on the imp. He cannot fathom that Esau is evil. He cannot fathom that Esau is planning something evil. He's doing something evil. He's just evil flat out. Okay, so Jake, all right, just always just thinks of Esau in the most bright, shining light way. All right, where Esau is never the bad guy. All right, Esau's always the good guy. He's always the great white hope or whatever and stuff like that. Rather than look at what he's doing. Look at what he's trying to do. Okay, look at how evil he is. Look at how he's destroying this world. All right. And even then, even with so many videos out there showing how Esau is corrupting the world, all right, Jake still cannot see, or he doesn't even want to see, all right? Let me continue on. Daniel 12, verse 10. Many shall be made purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. We understand what's going on. We're trying to tell our people, we're trying to warn our people, but our people do not want to hear it. They just cannot fathom what's going on. Why is this okay? Why is this not okay? Who's doing this and whatnot? Okay. What's the fact? What's the truth? And the truth of the matter is literally plain. But guess what? Guess what about the truth? When you speak on the truth now, you are demonized. You're not allowed to speak the truth anymore, and they're slowly bringing us to the point where it is illegal to speak the truth. It is illegal to say certain objective facts. Okay, like who owns X, Y, and Z or whatever. All right, like that's literally they're literally trying to make that shit illegal. All right. So as a result of that, 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 11, and for this cause Yahweh shall send them a strong illusion that they should believe a lie. All right. So who's believing a lie? Who is leading the people astray? All right. The Lord is leading these people astray. The Lord is the one that allowed these people to be confused, to make them think that the way that they're making that they believe the Christianity, thinking that it's fine for Esau to get away with whatever he's doing. The Lord is the one that's allowing them to be destroyed. All right. Hence why our people just can't get over loving Esau. All right. Just can't get over that the MOTB is going to be made and pushed by Esau. All right. They can't get over the fact that Esau's government, all right, is the thing that wants us dead. All right. Let me get this. Now, Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. That may add sin to sin, that I walked to go down to Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, or to shrink themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt be your confusion. All right. So basically, they're so fixated on, oh my God, Esau is the greatest thing ever since sliced bread, whatever. He can do no wrong. I love Esau. We love Esau. We can't. Esau would never do anything bad to us. All right. Well, that's it's lucky. I'm trying to stay calm. Anyway, over here in verse 10. All right. So as I was saying, basically the thing here is Isaiah 30 verse 10, which says to the seer, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Get you out of the way, turn aside us out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us, wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise his word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly and instant. Basically, their trust in wickedness, their trust in evil is what's going to be the thing that leads to their fall, leads to their destruction. All right. Jake has such a hyperfixation or a hyper infatuation, if you want to call it that, with Esau rather than with righteousness. What is righteous? What is proper? What's true? All right. But instead of that, they would rather just, okay, well, I'm just going to love Esau, love my oppressor, love this, or whatever, rather than, what does the scripture say? What does the Lord say? But they would rather trust in oppression and, Esau giving us crumbs, all right, rather than our salvation, all right. Revelation 13, verse 17. Oh, yeah. This was so simple. The irony that I'm only now just getting this. But this was so simple. Revelation chapter 13, verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So the question here is, if the mark is spiritual, how is it that you can buy or sell? How is someone going to be able to tell, hey, this person doesn't have the MOTB, this is that, this and that, or whatever, and stuff like that? Well, what's stopping me from just saying, okay, well, I did sin, I ate pork just yesterday, or I just did this, or I did whatever? Who's to say I can't just lie and say I did this, and then the people allow me to buy and sell? We literally saw a demonstration, rehearsal on how the stuff would work out in the jump shot. But people, again, they're so fixated more on, I don't know what the best word is, they're fixated on thinking that Esau can't be the devil, that they don't even realize it. All right. And it's just too much love for Esau. And that's it. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all Honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Hashem, YAHAWASHI, Hashem, Quadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Abba, and Shalom.